welcome. Today is Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. Let's go here next. Our agenda for the day is we are going to review Google Meet's etiquette for online students only, which is all of you. Review class norms, review mission statement, the learning objectives, work on the science warm-up. If you are online, use Canvas discussion. If you are traditional, use your paper. We will complete or work on the W9D3 forms of energy review. Yesterday, I gave it to you in Google Forms, and I've actually uploaded it into Cami so that you can use Cami as well, and we will talk about that in a second. Your test is Friday. I went ahead and pushed it to Friday. That does put us back a week, but you know what? I'll take the fall if I have to. It's no big deal. We're good. We're good. We will figure it out. I would rather you learn it than not. Then we will do math workshops and small. We're not doing math workshops. I need to get rid of that for online. That's okay. So your Google etiquette, you need to make sure that you show up on time. You work in a quiet place. You have paper, pencil, eraser. Basically, make sure you have all your supplies. Mute your microphone so that you are not interrupting. Video on. It is a district policy to turn your video on. District policy. It's not a me thing. It's a superintendent thing. So your video needs to be on. And I'm telling you now, this is all being recorded. Well, your screens aren't being recorded, so never mind. I was going to say your screens are being recorded, but it's not. It can be. I can change that. But guys, I'm making notes of whose screen is off, so when your grades are not where you think that they should be, it's going to be because your camera's off and you're not paying attention. So you need to make sure your camera's on so that I can see that you're working. Raise your hand using the nod, or raise your hand and wave at me, okay? Unmute your microphone to talk. Leave at the end of the meeting. Our classroom norms is you must be kind, be respectful, and be working. I don't ask much. I honestly don't. I just ask for those 3 things. Our mission statement. Are you ready? I can see y'all. We will work together. Oh, let's try that again because I don't see everybody's mouth moving. We will work together as friends and family in Mrs. Met's class to gain more knowledge, to work, and to learn so we can all be successful. We will listen to each other. We will help each other and encourage each other. We will make things happen and show the world we will not accept anything short of the best in 4th grade. Good job, guys. I hope y'all are remembering that because there's going to be a quiz where I'm going to have you record it and you're going to have to submit the recording. The next thing is our class goal. Our class goal is 100% of Mrs. Met students will show growth on unit assessments throughout the 2020-2021 school year. They will accomplish this goal by being purposeful and intentional with their time and learning. We do it on purpose, right? So everything we do is reaching this goal. Today's learning objective, we will be able to analyze, identify, and define types of energy. I will know you have learned this because you will score 80% or higher on the assessment. We need to change that from tomorrow to Friday. Your assessment's going to be on Friday. And today's warm-up looks like this. If you will give me a second, I am trying to log into somebody's Canvas. We'll just do this one so that I can show you guys how to get there. Some of you may already know, and that is fantastic. To go into warm-ups, you go into discussions. I am going to, Leah, hang on just a second. I'm going to stop sharing this. All right. So today's warm-up says, classify each item below according to its physical state. Write each word in the appropriate category. Explain how you identify each item. Now, you guys do not have the ability to just write them in the appropriate category. So I've kind of given you another set of instructions, and I'm asking you to like list it. So when you go hit post reply or go hit reply, you're going to list solid, and under solid, you're going to put a dash and then every one of those that you think is a solid. Then you're going to go liquid, dash, those that are liquids, gas, dash, those that are gas. And then I want you to explain, how did you identify them? How did you know? Remember, we explain everything. We don't, it's very rare you get to just bullet point information. You need to explain information. So I know some of you have questions. You need to hang on a minute. And I'm going to tell you, typically, if you would wait for all instructions, you probably won't have questions, okay? Waiting for instructions means you're getting all the information, right? So wait for all the information and listen. Because if all you're doing is thinking about your question, you're not listening. And I may answer your question long before you have the question. So, give me a second because I'm trying to log into a student's. Oh. Hang on. I want to be able to show you how to get into this stuff from your view. Nope, that's not going to work. Having difficulties here. Tamari, I'm trying to log into yours, by the way, because you're just at the top of the list. And I keep entering it in wrong. All right. So for those of you who do not know how to get into warm-ups, why is that not working? Here we go, TA. I got it. I got it. All right. So yes, I'm doing this from an iPad, but it's still kind of the same concepts when you're doing it. So you want to make sure, go into, well, you're clearly already got into Canvas because you got into the meeting. So when you go into Canvas, you shouldn't have to re-enter your login information. Typically don't. All right. So please remember, we don't just unmute and talk. You need to raise your hand. Make sure we are following instructions. So I'm going to go to the Mrs. Metz course because that's the class that you are in. Guys, again, I see that some of you have questions. Please wait for all questions. Your warm-ups are in discussions. So you see over here, you have announcements, syllabus, modules, discussions, grades, collaborations, and Google Drive. You're going to go into discussions. Today's date is October 14th, 2020. So I'm going to click on the warm-up. And you see that the warm-up looks just like the one that I had presented earlier. So the warm-up is, instead of you typing into the circles, because you can't do that, what you're going to do is you're going to click reply. Now, I'm not going to click it on hers because I don't want to start it and mess it up on hers, but you're going to click reply. You're going to type in solid, dash, And then you are going to list these items that are a solid. And then you're going to go down to the next line. And you are going to write liquid, dash, whatever the ones that are liquids. And then go down to the next line. Gas, dash, list all the ones that are gases. Then underneath that, you are going to explain to me how you identified them. How did you know that item A was a gas and not a solid? What tells you this? It's not enough just to tell me what it is. You have to tell me why you know what it is. I am going to give you 5 minutes. Go. You have 5 minutes to complete the warm-up. All right, so because of time, we are going to go ahead and move on to continuing the lesson we started yesterday on reviewing, but I'm going to do things a little bit different because I want to show you that what I've done. So yesterday, you opened up the Google Slides file. So what I did today is I loaded it in Cami for you. So if you go back to the home page, remember to get to all assignments, go to the home page, right? Go to the home page. We are in week 9, so click week 9. Today is Wednesday, so this is week 9, day 3, because Wednesday is the 3rd day of the week, so I'm going to click on that one. And if you notice here for the instructions, well, let me read the objective. The objective says you will differentiate among the forms of energy, including mechanical, sound, electrical, light, and thermal. Your instructions are to click the link below to go back to the original assignment in Google Slides. So if I click on that link, it takes me back to yesterday's assignment in Canvas, and then you're able to load your Google Slides and work in it. Or if you go down here, you can open the file below and use Cami. Now remember, Cami allows you to write on it, right? It allows you to write on it. So tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and open yours in Cami. If it comes up where it wants you to open it, when we are working on school stuff, we always open it with Google and use our school email address. I am going to put hers in so that it will let me open it. So give me just a second. So all it's doing is it's loading those Google Slides into Cami. So I'm actually going to turn it. And then I was able to shrink it down. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go through and I am going to read this energy slide. We will talk about those 2 questions. Then I'm going to watch these videos with you, and then we are going to fill out this slide. Now, I'm doing mine on paper, but here's what I want you to understand when you're doing this on paper. Guys, you are not writing complete sentences. You are not to be copying what I'm writing. You are jotting down brief, quick ideas of things that you hear while I'm reading and in the video. Once the videos are done, we will come back together and we will share out some new things that we've learned so that you can finish jotting things down on this page, right? All right, somebody had a question. Somebody asked. Okay, what's up? No, you do not. Good question. You do not have to do it in Cami. I'm just giving you that option because I am writing mine, right? I am writing mine. I'm not doing mine. I'm not typing mine in Google Slides. I'm writing mine. So you're going to see me going back and forth to writing it. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to give you the option of doing what I'm doing or typing it into Google Slides, which one makes you happy. Okay? So I'm going to give you 1 minute. I am going to give you guys 1 minute to decide. Are you going to go back into your Google Slides or are you going to open up Cami? Layla. Yeah. Sujab. No, because this is a separate file. So it will not be there. I don't know if you have the Cami app in your apps on class links. If you do, I was going to say if you do, you might be able, I don't think y'all can download it. I was going to say you might be able to upload your file into it, but I guess not. So if you want to stick with the slides that you were doing, that's fine. I don't know how much work you did. Or you can open up Cami and you can start doing it with me. So your minute starts now. Alrighty. So I am going to be going back and forth between the slides. Yes, Chloe. So, do you have access? Are you doing this right now? Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Works for me. Come on, E. Press on what? Cami or the Google Slides? Oh, then go back to the old assignment and open the Google Slides. Tyler. Right. So if you've already done it in Google Slides, then don't do it in Cami. It means that if you've already done it, don't do it in Google Slides, because what it is, Tyler, and I explained this just a second ago, it's now a brand new file. When you open it in Cami, it's not opening up what you already had. Sujav and I just had this conversation, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to click the link to go back to your files from yesterday, and as we're talking about it, you may type in and add some more stuff. The only difference is, Tyler, is now you will continue to type in text boxes instead of writing. I'm only giving this option to those people who may not have started yesterday. Maybe they want to start. I mean, you clearly got way further than anybody else, so I wouldn't recommend you start over. I would just keep doing what you're doing, pay attention, and if you need to add anything, then go add something, right? Awesome. Kaden. Is it about this energy? Yeah. Are you, okay, go ahead.
You know that nuclear is a type of energy and plus. I'm also new to school. I'm going to work on my team. You're a teacher, right?
Yes.
But do you know that nuclear is a type of energy?
I don't know that I knew that directly, but I don't think I'm surprised. Well, no, I did know that directly because they have nuclear power plants. Yeah. Do what, Kaden?
Nuclear energy comes from nuclear power plants.
Yes, that's why I was like, yes, I think I did know that because there's nuclear power plants. All right, we're going to move on with the lesson. I am going to read this energy to you. While I am reading it, what you should be doing is you're not staring at this meeting, guys. Do not be staring at this meeting. You need to have your Google Slides open. You are either in Google Slides typing or you are in Cami writing. So as I'm reading, you are writing or typing in Google Slides. Are you looking at this meeting? No. You are on a different tab. The only reason why you may be looking at this meeting is if you know how to do split screen. If you know how to do split screen, great. You can look at the meeting and be looking at your slides. So if you're using Google Slides, yesterday's file, you're typing. If you're using today's Cami file, you're writing. You can write in it or you can type in it, whatever you choose. Okay, last question because we are running out of time. Talia. Okay, sweetheart, I've already explained how to get there. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go back. It's all in assignments. I will tell you that. Go to the assignments, okay? Okay, so I'm going to start reading. You're not looking at this meeting. You are not looking at this meeting. You need to be going over your Google Slides in Cami or in Google Slides. You're jotting things down. You are filling in this energy slide. We are working on the first energy slide, okay? All right, let's go. We use energy every single day. You may not always be able to see, hear, or touch it, but energy is everywhere. Energy is the ability to work or cause change. Energy is the ability to work or cause change. Work in science does not mean cleaning your room or taking out the trash. Work is the movement of an object when force is acted upon. So I might want to write that down. Work equals movement of an object. Somebody needs to go on mute. Got it. It is movement of an object when acted upon. So I'm jotting down little notes as well as I'm reading so that when we're done with the reading in the two videos, we will come back together and share bits and pieces of information that we have gotten so that we can collaborate, okay? Energy has different forms. Some of these forms of energy include light, heat, which is thermal, sound, electric, and mechanical energy. Energy can also change forms. Energy can also change forms. Turning on a lamp is an example of changing electrical energy to light energy. The sun is an example of heat and light energy. We can see and feel the sun's energy. Energy makes our lives easier. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So now we're going to watch 2 videos. Now, again, you don't actually have to see them if you don't want to, but you do need to listen to them. You are listening to them. You can listen to them and still be typing or writing into your energy slide. Yes? Are y'all with me? Yes? Y'all are all working with me right now. Sharing this with you, so let me share this. So we are going to go through. Raise your hand if you would like to add something to my note slides here. I'm going to be filling out this top part. Oh, y'all still can't see it. Hold up a minute. I gotcha. Right there. All right. Give it a minute. It's uber slow going on right now. All right. Tyler, what do you got? Energy equals work. I like that. Not exactly what I put, but I like how simple that is. So, guys, right now what we're doing is now we're sharing out some of the things that we learned so we can compile a complete list of definitions and facts and examples. Kamani, what did you put? It's a type of resource. Now, it's not very often I'm going to tell you, hey, don't write incomplete sentences. This is one of those times it's okay to make a bullet point of facts. And I'm also going to tell you, I am not going to just confine myself to this box. I'm actually going to write outside the box as well. Chloe, what do you have to contribute? So mechanical, electrical, these are all great examples of energy. Raise your hand if you want to add something else. Cruz, what do you got?
The uncle used his energy to move the bell. That is sound energy.
Oh, yep. We have sound energy. Sujab.
Energy helps us move.
Talia.
Types of energy can be changed to other types of energy.
Yeah, okay. So y'all see how I'm turning my paper? My little box is out of room, but is that going to stop me? No. So energy changes to other energies. Scarlett. In just a minute. Layla. Yes, gas is a form of energy. Actually, it's a form of It's a form of liquid that creates energy, right? I don't know that I would put that an example of energy. But yes, you're very right. Anybody else have anything they want to add to the examples? Deborah.
Thermal energy.
Oh, yep. Thermal, which is also known as heat. Oh, y'all can't see that. What other one do we have? Kaden.
Nuclear energy is a type of energy that comes from nuclear power plants.
Yep.
Write down nuclear on examples of energy.
Got it. Scarlett. Light. What else? Tyler. Deborah. Oh, but what's the opposite of kinetic, Deborah? Starts with a P. Potential energy. Very good. Very good. Layla A. Gravitational. I think that's an I. I don't know. Whatever. Sujab. What? Repeat that one more time. Heat. Yes, we have that one. Thermal, heat. Absolutely. Kamani? Magnetic energy. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. Did you know that in boats, there is, when you put power to the magnet, and inside there's a magnetic core, and because they're polar opposite, it spins the core, which spins the propeller on some boat motors. Did y'all know that? Some of them, not all of them. That's old school. We could make this list go on and on because of time. We are not going to. There are a couple of things that I want you to add to the facts, though, okay? I want you to add to the facts. I'm going to zoom into the facts. There's a couple of things. Energy never disappears. It never disappears. Energy never disappears. It cannot be destroyed or created. It cannot be destroyed or created. Tyler. Okay. Oh, wow, that's cool. That is cool. All right. We are just about done with the general form of energy. So we are going to move on and talk about some sound energy. So I'm now moving on to this slide, okay? I'm moving on to this slide. And guys, if you didn't get everything, that's fine. Maybe you can do a little bit of research on your own. The idea of this is that you are putting down bits and pieces of information for you to use on your assessment, right? That's what this is for. It doesn't mean that you copy it down. It just means you're picking out the pieces that you like when we're listening, and then when we come together and collaborate, you're adding to it, okay? All right. Let me see if I can get back to the my slides. No. So we're now going to be filling out the sound energy. I will tell you, when I did this yesterday, I had to add a box of my own because I found some great information. So I'm going to start reading the next slide to you. While I am reading this slide to you, you are filling in these boxes. And remember, don't let the box confine you. I write outside the box. It's totally okay to write outside of the box. Write in bullet points. You don't have to write in complete sentences. You're trying to get down as much information as possible, okay? All right, here we go. Sound energy is an energy that is produced by vibrations or rapid back and forth movements. When you sing or hum, the vocal cords in your neck vibrate. Now, I want all of you to put your hand up to your neck and go, la, 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 la. And you can feel the vibrating in your throat. It's really kind of cool. This forms sound. Sound can only move where there is matter. Sound energy travels in waves. Sound energy travels in waves. How fast sound moves depends on the matter it is moving through, like air, water, or wood. Sound can come from many different sources. A speaker, a TV, a radio, thunder, or someone's voice are examples of sound energy. Sometimes sound can be blocked by objects or bounce off of them. Sound travels in one direction until another force or object gets in the way and reflects it. Without sound, we wouldn't have music. It's crazy. All right, so let's think about for a couple of minutes, what can we add to this slide? What can we add? I'm going to add travels in waves. Travels in waves. That was pretty interesting. It travels in waves. Anybody want to raise their hand and share something else that they learned? Come on, E. Okay, so sound energy has vibrations. Now, two things. Notice I'm not writing in complete sentences, and also notice I am not letting that box define my space, am I? I am writing outside that box. It is totally okay. Sujab, what do you have to add? Repeat what you just said.
Maybe talking will help because when you talk it's almost like sound.
Are you questioning that talking is sound? Yeah. It is. It's a sound coming out of my mouth. It's a sound coming out of your mouth. Is it talking? Is there any sound coming out if I'm not talking? And you felt it. You felt the vibration, didn't you? Cruz.
Talking to people, like when you talk to another person, you can hear them.
Yes, yes. Scarlett.
It's like yelling and it's going to hurt face. it can move that. It can move items. It can move power.
So vibrations can move items, huh? Hence, sound can move. Oh, I like that. So vibrations equals sound, which equals movement. That's a transfer of energy, isn't it? Kaden, last one for today.
Sound energy is a type of energy that can travel at Mach 1, which is 767 miles per hour.
Yes.
Or you can call that supersonic.
Yes. So instead of putting all that, I'm going to put that sound travels at various speeds. Depends on matter. Because it depends on the matter that it's traveling through, right? All right. I am going to stop there. We will continue this tomorrow. Hopefully we can get through a whole lot tomorrow, because what we don't get through you won't be able to use on your test, right? So I want to make sure that we clarify that you are paying attention when you guys are coming in on time, so that you can pay attention to everything that's being said, so that we're not asking questions about the instructions when the instructions have already been given. We don't have a whole lot of time to spare. We need to use all our time imaginably possible so that you can gain more knowledge, right? So that we can be the best we can be and accept nothing less than our best, right? Well, we can't do that if we're not here listening. So, that being said, I am signing off, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.